zooming tic-tackers.
All right, yeah.
Tic-tac.
For some reason, the
tic-tackers.
word derailed comes to mind.
Yeah. Speaking of which, let's try to get this back on track. Do I have a volunteer for the first read?
Yeah.
Okay, Caitlin.
Alex, you will never beat me. Oh boy.
And
Okay.
honestly,
By the way,
Caitlin gets
Caitlin,
first
yeah.
every time.
I mean, okay. All right. Okay.
Is there anybody who's with us who will not read tonight? Speak now, forever hold your peace.
Or just come over to Discord. I mean, Twitch.
Okay.
Okie dokie then.
I'll
Okay.
start noting everybody's names down here.
That seems way too natural. Okay.
What do you mean?
Nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Okay. Here we go.
Hang on.
I had already
didn't even
covered your
start
face.
everything up. I just asked for a volunteer.
I got
Wow.
some-
Okay, I guess I was that late. I
Well,
am
oil
very, very
machine.
sorry.
What's your
Well,
idea
oil
of
machine
wealth?
tonight.
That is, you see, now you distracted me because I sent that off way too early.
Bach
This
Financial.
is what happens.
All right. I'm starting it up now.
Okay, start it up now. All right, we're good. Hello and welcome everybody to this Monday mic check. We are finally back on task for stuff that isn't like really crazy and weird, like April Fools or an eclipse or anything like that. We're back to normal, whatever that means for this group. Yes, normal. And as such, we're just going to go ahead and dive right in because apparently I took too long. And this conversation, I really wish you were here to listen to it beforehand. I don't even know what's going on. Anyway. Galen, go ahead and take it away.
Okie dokie. What's your idea of wealth? A room with a view? Paddleboard races. Grandma still got it. Wood-fired pizza? Extra bacon. Or the peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories for generations. With the right partners and a solid financial plan, your legacy can live on. BOK Financial. We go above so you can go beyond. Alex.
What's your idea of wealth? A room with a view? Paddleboard races. Grandma always wins. Wood-fired pizza with extra bacon? Or the peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories for generations. With the right partners and a solid financial plan, your legacy can live on. BOK Financial. We go above so you can go beyond. Andrew.
There it is. What's your idea of wealth? A room with a view? Paddleboard races. Grandma always wins. Wood-fired pizza, extra bacon. Or the peace of mind knowing that you're leaving more than just great memories for generations. With the right partners and a solid financial plan, your legacy can live on. BOK Financials. We go above so you can go beyond. Let me get back to the list. Ellis.
You are unmuted, but no sound is coming from your device. Uh-oh. Do we have technical... Oh, hopped on PC. Okay. Let's see. We'll wait. Should we skip you?
Yeah, probably.
Then Mateo.
Okay.
Am I going?
You are now going, Mateo.
Okay. What's your ideal wealth? A room with a view? Paddleball races? Grandma always wins? Wood fire pizza? Extra bacon? Or the peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories for generations? With the right partners and a solid financial plan, your legacy can live on. Be okay financial. We go above so you can go beyond. Leonard.
What's your idea of wealth? A room with a view? Paddleboard races. Grandma always wins. Wood-fired pizza? Extra bacon. Or the peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories for generations. With the right partners and a solid financial plan, your legacy can live on. Be okay financial. We go above so you can go beyond. Brian.
Okay. What's your idea of wealth? A room with a view? A room with a view? Paddleboard races. Grandma always wins. Wood fire pizza? Extra bacon. Or the peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories for generations. With the right partners and a solid financial plan, your legacy can live on. Be okay financial. We go above so you can go beyond. Roddy.
All right. Let's see. What's your idea of wealth? A room with a view? Paddleboard races? Grandma always wins? Wood fire, wood fried pizza? Extra bacon? Or the peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories for generations? With the right partner and a solid financial plan, your legacy can live on. Be okay financial. We go above so you can go beyond. Zach.
What's your idea of wealth? A room with a view? Paddleboard races? Grandma's still got it. Wood fired pizza? Extra bacon. Or the peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories for generations. With the right partners and a solid financial plan, your legacy can live on. Be okay financial. We go above so you can go beyond. And Ellis, I guess, is the only one left. If he's here.
Ellis. We summon you. Okay, still no unmute, so we'll wait to see if Ellis can get his act together. I'm just kidding. I forgot to add myself into the list. Wow.
Don't forget
And
you.
Arrow. Arrow, would you like to read with us tonight?
I would. Hopefully you can hear me.
Yes, absolutely. And okay, well we'll give Ellis a little bit of extra time to kind of mess with his stuff. But Zach, between Arrow and myself, who should go next?
Michael.
Okay, I will go next. Just note myself down here. Hello. Okay. I love technology. It never works when you need it to. All right. What's your idea of wealth? A room with a view? Paddleboard races. Grandma always wins. Wood-fired pizza? Extra bacon? Or the peace of mind knowing that you're leaving more than just great memories for generations? With the right partners and a solid financial plan, your legacy can live on. BOK Financial. We go above so you can go beyond. All right. Arrow.
Gave up. I'm on my phone. You're getting a phone read today.
Okay, this is legit a cold read, so I haven't read this yet. What's your idea of wealth? A room with a view? Paddleboard races. Grandma always wins. Wood-fired pizza? Extra bacon. Or the peace of mind knowing that you're leaving more than just great memories for generations. With the right partners and a solid financial plan, your legacy can live on. BOK Financial. We go above, so you can go beyond.
Okay. And Ellis, please give us a read from your phone.
I'm so sorry to have wasted all your time.
No,
But-
you're good. You're good.
I know that sounded a little disingenuous, but I really do mean it. Okay. What's your idea of wealth? A room with a view? Paddleboard races? Grandma always wins. Wood-fried pizza? Extra bacon? Or the peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories for generations? With the right partners and a solid financial plan, your legacy can live on. BOK Financial. We go above so you can go beyond.
Okay. So, unless I'm mistaken, and I forgot to add somebody to the list, that is everyone, right? Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and start talking about this. One thing that is clearly missing from the script that we usually have on scripts is
Direction.
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 Direction, duh.
Guidance.
Direction.
Direction.
So sometimes, occasionally, you will be given scripts that just give you a generic kind of idea of what they want, and that's what they consider to be directions. Like, what is it? Alex posted it earlier in the public chat. What did that say again? Yeah, we want the read to feel energetic and informed. Those are the kinds
Yeah.
of things that people consider to be direction for some reason, but that's okay. We'll forgive them and we'll fill in the blanks ourselves. So this exercise is going to be us drawing from not only knowledge of the industry, of particularly commercial work, but also of what we may be able to glean from the script itself to give ourselves some direction. So while we usually do a script breakdown, which is very similar to that, this time we're actually going to try and sort of come up with something that we can agree on that would be the best direction in this case. Now, yes, caveat here being the client would want something specific and they will give you that direction. Yes, absolutely. But in the absence of direction, we have to do ourselves the favor and give ourselves a scaffolding at least to work from, something that's going to give us something that we can achieve, some kind of goal that we're going after. But standard questions still apply. So starting from the beginning, what kind of script is this? What's our microphone technique? Voice over or voice under?
Both.
Good to have you back, Mateo.
Voice
Yeah,
through.
I know.
I'm
Under.
actually gonna agree. I'm gonna say voice over for the first part and voice under for the second part.
See?
Okay.
He gets it. He gets
Okay.
it.
I was also going to say both
Spreading.
because I can't tell.
You're in the minority. I have
No,
too
you're
much
still in
power.
the minority.
One of these days,
It's
people
just
will realize
spreading.
that both isn't an option. You just kind of force it upon everyone here. You know, you just kind of He's gonna waltz right in and force upon everyone your assumptions that it's both.
What is
We're
power
just-
if you don't abuse it? I mean,
It could go
I
both
reject
ways.
your reality and substitute my own.
it's canon.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with what's on the Twitch and say extra bacon.
Yes, indeed. That is the correct microphone technique. Extra bacon.
I mean, it depends on like the avenue,
Sounds
right? Like
cool.
I would say voice under, just because I feel like there's gonna be all of these images of wealth flash. You know what I mean? So they're really yeah.
They're
I
gonna
mean, it's
sh-
gonna
They're
capture the
definitely
rest
gonna
of
show
that.
Grandma winning a paddleboard race.
I
Oh,
mean,
yes,
yeah,
100%.
like
Yes.
smacking people with the paddle.
Thank you. Finally.
Counterpoint. It could
Grandma's
also be
cheating
a
for sure.
radio spot. I could also envision this as a radio
Roddy,
spot.
Age of the
Roddy,
moment.
Roddy. There's not enough context for this to be a radio spot.
I
Dude.
I'm
It
gonna
could be
say
a poorly written radio spot.
Yeah, I never said it was
Sizzling-
good. I never
sizzling
said it was
bacon
good.
Underneath
caveat.
grandma going.
If you have to have the caveat that it's not good, then that's not what it is.
I don't know. I've heard a lot of crazy campaigns out
Counterpoint.
there.
Hold it.
We're off to a
say
solid
voice
start.
under. I'll say voice under for this.
Absolutely, we're off to a solid start. Yeah, voice bacon, voice cracking so much that it sounds like bacon cooking. If you can do that, you have a niche. I swear. Like I don't know. I do not know how that would work. But if you could make that happen, you certainly
Well,
have a
it's
niche.
kind of like the anime, like kind of like that,
Vocal fry the bacon.
Yeah, vocal fry the bacon. That's exactly what it is.
You should put that on a shirt.
Vocal fry the
And
bacon.
would
Yeah, I
fry the
think that's
pizza.
funny, yeah.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I was going to go over that. Well, but I guess, it's brought up now. Yes, it's wood fired, not wood fried. We don't fry pizza with wood. We fire
I
it.
fucking hope not.
Man, but what if we did?
That old.
We're Americans.
like
we don't know a
copy
thing
pasta
about
of, like,
pizza.
I'll break into your house, wax all your floors.
I'm
and
from the
boil your
South. We
pizzas or whatever.
fry everything.
But do you
So
fry
the-
it in wood?
Yeah, so there's the real question. Like, is the wood fried or is the pizza fried in wood?
Yes.
You have to dunk the pizza
No.
into wood, boiling
Yeah,
wood.
yeah.
It's oil that's been soaked in a bunch of aromatic wood
You guys serious?
that you then fry the food in.
We're having pine.
We're kind of
pizza.
on a timetable, you guys.
I was just about to re-rail ourselves. Thank you. Okay.
Fried
Um,
toast.
I'm going to make the executive call on this, that this is going to be voice under. There's not enough context within the script itself for it to stand on its own as audio only. And it looks like on Twitch, Extra Bacon won. So thank you all for voting for Extra Bacon.
Love democracy.
Absolutely.
Didn't know we had so much wealth around here. Extra bacon. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
You guys can
the
afford
economy.
food?
Thank you, Alex.
We can
for
afford
doing
pictures
never
of
be me.
frying bacon.
Okay. So now that those shenanigans are out of the way, let's start working on this. So what would you say? How would we encapsulate the entire message of this script into a single sentence? Like, what is the overall point?
Emotional manipulation.
Empathy.
I'm just kidding.
Having
Okay.
Well, I mean, on a
money
meta
for
level,
you-
yes, but on the message they're trying to send, empathy.
the message they're sending is that setting up your future generations for wealth is going to be better than giving them memories. They would rather have a house.
Now hold on. They said more than just great memories. So like you get
Can we
your
say
cake
one
and
word?
you eat it too. So they're
It's a
just saying
package deal.
be proactive, invest your stuff now, use our services, and so like you'll have some great Polaroids, but then also yes, a down payment on a house. So
Really, the second
And
to
I
last
get that
line.
life and money is hard. So let us do that part. You
The
live
second
your
to
life,
money.
last line
silly
is the
gears.
thesis.
The second to last line with the right partners and a solid financial plan, your legacy can live on.
At least your money.
Through money.
money, aka legacy. Yes.
Yeah, legacy where the S is a dollar sign.
A let's go.
There's no S in legacy, but I don't care. We're just gonna
I
say
left 5 cents.
we're
This commercial
American. We can
actually has
spell
air
things
horns
however we
in it.
want.
Of course. That's freedom, baby.
We fry things in wood and we spell things how we want to. All right.
Yas, king.
What the freak is an alphabet?
Okay. Yeah, and I completely agree. That second to last sentence is the general thesis of the entire script. So, that being said, let's talk about who we are. Who is it who's speaking in this in this script? Who are we as the announcer?
It's Grandma. She's just bragging to the family that she's won the paddleboard race for the past 5 years.
I love that.
In
I
third
love
person.
that.
That's great.
Yeah. Grandma's still got it. Yeah, she's got a jacket with rhinestones on it. Says Grandma's still got it. I was thinking like it's the first portion before with the right partners and solid financial plan. Or before the very last line, you were like a family member, like who has used these services, someone who's using these services and has seen like how it has positively affected them already and is going to garner them a lot more security in the future. Talking to someone who hasn't, who they care about and they want them to,
Yeah.
have these good things happen.
Whether formally or informally, this person is a financial advisor. It may just be, hey, buddy, here's what I did. Or it may be, let's sit down and look at your books. What I like about this is that it doesn't actually mention the product until the very last line, until the slogan, basically. So you really can look at this as just like, not I'm advocating for a bank, but I'm advocating for financial stability. Yeah.
Okay. Any other thoughts?
For me, it's definitely an executive with BOK Financial. And I assume it's BOK and not Bach.
I Googled it. It is BOK.
Okay, good.
Otherwise, it's a bank for chickens.
You scared? You scared to invest? What's up?
The last line for me kind of says like either a financial advisor or like a partner because they identify themselves BOK Financial, we go above.
Okay, so some kind of an affiliate of the company.
The person who does financial planning for you is almost certainly has a title of executive vice president or something like that. They have a million vice presidents in these places.
The assistant to the executive vice president. Okay. Any other thoughts as to who is speaking here in the script?
Disembodied. No, I'm just kidding.
The voice in the sky.
It's your grandma,
Keeps
but
on
she's
turning.
now dead, and she's telling you should have invested her money in this way.
John Finance.
John Okay, I will take that as a very resounding no. There isn't anything else.
Oh, it's the room that has the view.
It's the room itself. You are the room with the view.
Yeah.
We're getting real conceptual here.
Is that me? Am I your vision of wealth?
No.
Oh wow.
We're in
Do you live in me?
voiceover.
I'd
Our
live in
rooms
me.
don't have views.
Yeah, exactly. If our rooms have views, we're actually probably doing something wrong, or we're in the wrong place. Or the booth isn't complete yet. Okay, so now let's go ahead. So we have a general thesis with the right partners and a solid financial plan. Your legacy can live on. We've got some ideas of who we are. What is the overall emotional tone that you feel this is trying to communicate? What are some emotional notes that we should take for this in general?
Ellis had this earlier with the empathy comment.
Empathy?
I think there's supposed to be like a warmth to it. And I say this kind of jokingly, but not, but like warmth with a warning, like there's these positive things and everything, but then it goes into like you need to do this, like your legacy needs to live on, kind of a sense of urgency, if you will.
I second what Caitlin is saying. I was thinking about something like an easygoing with like we are the solution to a problem that is like far off in time, like with legacy and everything. So it's not like it's something that you should eventually address, but it's like a small voice in the back, in the back of your head. And we're like, don't worry about it. We are here to help you deal with that. Basically, so like kind of a problem solver.
Okay.
So like
so
I want to
reassuring. There we
say
go.
reassuring, yeah. I use like 50,000 words to just say reassuring. Thanks.
And Arrow
Thanks,
put in
Mike.
chat friendship, which I think is also a good one.
Yep,
Friendliness.
friendly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was gonna say, what's an emotional word to describe foresight?
Wisdom?
Foresight,
Yeah.
maybe?
Proactive?
No, I mean an emotional word to describe it.
Anxiety.
Yeah.
I mean,
Terror.
technically.
Dread.
Existential dread.
Exactly.
No, but yeah, I think wisdom, wise, like wise sounding,
Assuredness.
something like that. Sage.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Yeah, sage. We can go with that.
Yeah, didn't we say like consultants or like a mentor figure or something?
Okay, so instructional, maybe.
Yeah.
The overall message to me is okay, you can choose to spend your money on cool stuff, which is nice, but don't you want to make sure that you're providing for the financial future of your kids and grandkids? So the cool stuff is fine if you're talking wood fried pizzas with extra bacon.
Yum.
But yeah, you don't want to like travel around the world 20 times and then die broke and have all your relatives curse your name for generations.
I mean, it depends on what you're into, but yes, you probably want to avoid
Well, maybe
that.
you don't like your relatives. Who knows?
Yeah,
But
exactly.
Then,
maybe.
but then this bank, you're not the target audience for this bank or
Yeah.
whatever
Right.
financial
Save me when they're
institution.
dead.
So, in like for emotional terms, we have things like empathy, warmth with a warning. I made sure to note that whole thing down. Warmth with a
Thanks.
warning, reassuring, friendly, instructional, wise, or sage. Anything else? Any other thoughts about like the general emotional tone
What
that
about
this piece should have?
what about disarming? Maybe that there's another
Disarming?
word that's already there, but disarming.
I like
Yeah,
disarming.
catch them
Disarming.
off guard and then take their money.
It's the name of the game.
Come on, we're not gonna hurt you. Come on.
Kick their shins.
Reassuring is the one that just jumps out at me.
Yeah, we've got reassuring on there too. Okay, so now that we have kind of a general idea of the technique that we have, our main goal for this particular script, who we could potentially be, and a general sort of emotional tone that this is supposed to have, what I want you to do is try to put that together into a bit of direction for yourself. Again, this is one of those. This is one of those times where, yes, we are going to have to take a creative leap for ourselves, but that is just because we're going to assume for this particular script, in this specific occasion, we were not given any direction whatsoever. So we have to make that for us. So what I want you to do is take a little bit of time to put together your chosen character, the general emotional state of this, the general message that we're trying to go for with the script, and write out your own direction that you should be aiming for, whether it's on this sheet or on something separate. that should be what you go for, or that needs to be what you do for this next little bit. Now, we're not really going to dig super deep into specifically what it is that you chose, because, again, we want to keep this within a reasonable amount of time. But we will be asking you, we will likely be asking you little bits and pieces of, like, who's your character? Give me a gist of the direction you were going for. What did you try as part of our feedback? Because, again, normally we would have we would have direction included with this, but we're trying something a little different today. We'll wait just a little bit longer. All right. Hope y'all are ready, because we're about to start. So let's go ahead. I will go ahead and post the reading order again. So, Caitlin, are you ready to go?
Yeah, let's try this out.
Okay. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and give us a read.
What's your idea of wealth? A room with a view? Paddleboard races. Grandma still got it. Wood-fired pizza. Extra bacon. Or the peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories for generations. With the right partners and a solid financial plan, your legacy can live on. BOK Financial. We go above so you can go beyond.
Okay. Opening it up. What did y'all think of that read?
Solid first read. It did seem technically correct, but a little disconnected. Like, you were hitting the right emphases, but there wasn't a reason behind them aside from it's the right thing to do. I needed to hear more of your caring in it.
Yeah, I was
You
gonna
got
say
it.
with Alex there. Yeah, so I was feeling that sense as well. It there was a disconnect, like what I heard too. So yeah, just trying to find that place to get in that scenario is what I'm thinking of to get to there.
So, who are you and who are you talking to?
Well, the plan was kind of what I had mentioned earlier is like I'm a single woman who just recently started, getting into investing and financial advising, to prepare for retirement and everything. No real plans on having like a family. I'm getting in the weeds here, but basically I'm talking to my sibling who does have a family, kids and everything, and I'm the aunt who is always around, loves the kids, and so I'm I'm seeing how much I'm benefiting from it, and so I really want my nieces and nephews to be set up in the future. And so I'm talking to my sibling um, to try to urge them, to at least consider, doing something like this because, it's been good for me. It could be even better for them, especially my nieces and nephews.
So, in that conversation, what leads to that first line?
What's your idea of wealth?
Yes.
Well, to be honest with you, I don't have an exact setup. I picture, in all honesty, I pictured us like at a cabin, right? Because the paddleboard racing and all that stuff, like we're at a
Sure.
cabin and it's like a family vacay where everybody gets together. It's the morning, having coffee, kind of sitting there having a kind of just candid conversation. And I guess it is kind of a jarring question to come out of nowhere, but that's that was the scene in my head.
So
The
what if
plan.
going with the story that you've already set up, I can see potentially multiple ways of getting to this question without it just being like you throw it out like, hey, what's your idea
Yeah.
of wealth?
Yeah.
But like, what if there's a comparison that's already being drawn between you and her, where she's saying, I don't need to be wealthy, I have my family. Then you, as someone who's more financially sound, can say, well, what's your idea of wealth? Is it having all of these things? Do you want to also be able to set up your kids for financial success?
Hmm.
Having that sort of a lead in, that conversation that just happened might help you connect more to your audience.
Okay.
Is that how you talk to your relatives, Caitlin?
No one's taking financial advice from me, so I'm not bringing this up with anybody. It was kind of like one of the last practices we had. Someone was like, "Oh, it sounds cartoony or something." I was like, "I that's like this is kind of how I do actually talk sometimes." But um, no, I wouldn't say that that's probably how this conversation would go exactly. With an actual relative of mine.
Okay,
My
yeah.
big question. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Okay. My big question with this is, why are you talking about paddleboard races and grandma winning and wood-fired pizza and extra bacon? Why is this coming up for you?
Let's see. Well, how did I put it? In part of my like direction that I wrote, it was like create a message of like warmth and nostalgia. Yes, like all of these things are awesome to emotionally engage the sibling into realizing like the monumental importance of like, you know, this is all well and great, but what happens whenever you're gone, not experiencing it and everything, and they're left, behind, basically. So, you know, all of these warm fuzzies, but some of these warm fuzzies that we've been experiencing can't exist without some level of like financial preparedness, or it could be better, basically, like just trying to like punch up that emotionality so that you know they're in their feels and consider where I'm coming from to prepare for their nieces and nephews. Wow, this is getting deep.
And you know what? Sometimes you have to.
Like the reason why I asked like if this is how you talk to your relatives is because it's not to be mean or anything like that. Just it's like I don't believe you. Like it's like I don't believe what you're saying here. Like when there's some parts that I'm just like feel disconnected in there. That's the reason why I'm asking that. So maybe um find somebody, like think of somebody that you could, who you can actually approach to and talk to them about this in a more, a warm, empathetic way. That's what I'm thinking.
No, none of that was good notes and directions. I appreciate that. If I'm not believable, I'm not believable. So, that's something to be noted for sure. Okay.
You want to try another take?
Oh boy. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see where this goes. Let's see where it goes. Okay, hold on. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, I really love coming on these trips and getting to spend time with everybody and seeing all of you guys, and especially Sarah and Kevin, they're my favorites. Um, you know, it's it's kind of amazing that we've been able to afford these trips, and I just wanted to know what's what's your idea of wealth? A room with a view, paddleboard races, grandma still got it. Wood-fired pizza, extra bacon. Or is it the peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories for generations? With the right partners and a solid financial plan, your legacy can live on. Be okay financial. We go above so you can go beyond.
Okay. And how did Caitlin do that time?
I have a question for you. You said
Shoot.
you said you're at a cabin on a family getaway, right?
Yep.
So I want to ask, are these things here? Are you in a room with a view? Are you having paddleboard races? Because I'm assuming that that's where you're going, but it doesn't sound like you're pointing out these things that are here and cool and you like them. It sounds like you're speaking at a hypothetical for things that are around you.
No, yeah, no, you hit it on the button. That is what's supposed to have been communicated for sure. That's why the setting.
On this next one, genuinely, only thing I want is to make it clear that these are things that you're pointing out that are around you, and
Okay,
not
sure.
just like hypothetical. Like, what'd be super rad right now? Paddleboard race.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So yeah, and I think something that's going to go a long way to do that is present it all with some confidence. You only brought in the confidence at starting at or the peace of mind. That's where you really started bringing in some confidence to the whole thing. The rest of it was kind of like, what's your idea? It's kind of like wishy washy, a little
That's
flighty.
fair.
Like,
That's fair.
what's your idea of wealth? Just be like ask a genuine question. Just be engaged
Okay.
with who you're talking to. One of the
Okay.
things that's super, super valuable with something like this is think of the other person interacting with you. Maybe not speaking back to you because, there a lot of people will stop and like kind of play through a response in their head in between all the lines, but think of them actually like reacting positively to what it is that you say. So they don't have to speak back, but they
Mhm.
have to truly be thinking about the words coming out of your mouth.
Okay.
Let's
Uh,
hear that.
one more thing. A suggestion for Caitlin. Give this a try. The first 4 lines. When you're asking questions, you're kind of like in a more serious, well, kind of a serious, uh, empathetic tone there.
Uh-huh.
Put a smile on the last 3 lines there. That way it'll brighten up the read. Because it feels like a little bit compressed in the second read when I was listening to you. So yeah, if you smile and then just raise your eyebrows on those last 3 lines,
Uh-huh.
give that a try.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Anything else before we continue? Okay, hold on.
Nope,
Let me
let's
get
hear it.
that out of my lap. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna actually hold my coffee cup so that's there. What's your idea of wealth? A room with a view? Paddleboard races? Grandma's still got it. Wood-fired pizza? Extra bacon? Or the peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories for generations? With the right partners and a solid financial plan, your legacy can live on. Be okay financial. We go above so you can go beyond.
And what's really funny is you inverted your confidence this time around. You
Yeah.
started off strong with it, and then when you hit or, you dropped it.
Okay. Grandma still got it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
One more thing.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
Um, on this one, I think you leaned a little too heavily into the idea that these are questions, to the point that we get to the same effect that it's not really here.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
because and this is what I heard. If anyone else didn't, then correct me if I'm wrong. But I heard like a room with a view, paddleboard races, wood-fired pizza. These all sound like suggestions of like, oh hey, wouldn't this be cool? Instead of things that are around you, which again, that can definitely work. But because you said that they're around you,
Yeah.
that's sort of where my head is at.
Yeah. No,
Tone down the question.
yeah. All of language is just a suggestion. Okay.
Thank you for the technicalities, Andrew. Yes, all of language is just a suggestion.
Always here with the
But no,
winners.
I agree. Paddleboard races is a statement,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then wood-fired pizza. I want you to present that one like you're actually like making the suggestion that we should buy some wood-fired pizza. Oh, yeah? Does that sound good to you? Sounds good to me.
Yeah,
Okay.
for me, on the wood-fired pizza extra bacon line, it needs to sound like the two are connected. Like if
Mhm.
you're gonna get wood-fired pizza, get extra bacon on it.
Mhm.
And what I heard was it was like they were completely separate lines with nothing to do with each other.
I mean, to be fair, nowadays buying extra bacon is kind of a sign of wealth.
Exactly. Surprised there's no avocado in this script, but okay. Okay. All right.
If you have avocado on your pizzas, we are no longer friends.
There's some street corn pizza that's actually really good, like elotes. Anyway,
No.
I won't. Come on.
No. Do your read.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else before we continue?
Before this takes
Remember
too
to
long, go for it.
Okay. All right. All right.
remember to smile at the end.
Okay. What's your idea of wealth? A room with a view. Paddleboard races. Grandma's still got it. Wood-fired pizza. Extra bacon. Or the peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories for generations. With the right partners and a solid financial plan, your legacy can live on. BOK Financial. We go above so you can go beyond.
All right, let's hear it. What do y'all think?
Now I got a sense that these are things in the world, baby.
Thank you, Alice. It means so much. It really does.
Good read on that one. You put a little bit of smile into for the last 3 lines I requested, so really good on that.
Aw, shucks.
Did it help you to put together the notes into some direction for yourself?
It honestly, yes, it definitely did. Like I did not anticipate this being such a minefield, to be honest. So this cool learning experience that I feel could be even further refined with great direction. Thank you.
You should anticipate every script that ends up here as some sort of a minefield.
That's
Whether
fair,
there's only
but
one or whether there's many, there's always
yeah,
going to be a mine to step
yeah,
on in one of these scripts. That's kind of the point.
yeah. I I don't I don't want to critique myself, but can I say something about this
I
real
will
quick?
let you know if you violate a rule.
Okay. Uh yeah, I did not anticipate this being as challenging as it is, and like the whole story that I had, in my head, again, it was like as soon as this started happening, that kind of went, and then I was trying to just do professional casual read. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, like that was hard to maintain up there. But
Mhm.
anyway, that's my
Okay,
comment.
no, that wasn't critique. That was an analysis of what you were
The
going
enforcer
through.
will let this pass.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, thank you very
Falls
much.
within acceptable parameters for the Coolio ruling.
Falls
I
within
skirted the lines
acceptable
probably, but thank
parameters.
you.
All right. No,
I
no,
do
I
have a
have been. I was very much so corrected that there is a lot of value in looking at your own processes and in recognizing when something happens regularly versus immediately critiquing yourself. There is a difference, and trying to differentiate that myself. So
I have a couple notes. First, I really like your turn there when you got into the peace of mind. You changed the tone in a very good way. I like the sense of confidence and reassurance that comes in on those later lines that isn't really there in the first lines because that's a different story. Drop the laugh. In all of your reads, you've had a little bit of laugh there in the first part. and that tends to make you sound insecure rather than whatever you're probably going for. And what else did I have here? Uh, you start with a really long, weird pause there after what's your idea of wealth? And I'm not sure that goes over really well.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Noted. Noted.
I can understand the challenge there, Caitlin, because I'm actually encountering, the some reads that are different from what we're so used to.
Mhm.
Um, if you want, there's some commercials called iSpot.tv. There's some really good samples of, reads that like what we're doing for Be Okay Financial, and probably can help you give a different perspective of, on how to read the commercial, whether if it's a visual or just a radio commercial.
Okay.
Go.
I appreciate any kind of resource like that for sure. Thank you.
Yeah, iSpot.tv should be on all of your guys' radar because it would be an absolutely it's an absolutely financial. What the heck? Fantastic.
You're ready.
Ah,
Um,
an hour-long drive really screws you up.
That hugging
It's a
conference.
fantastic resource that allows you to see what is currently working and playing, what people are being bought for, and
Okay.
especially within various different categories. So you can actually, if I remember correctly, I believe you can look up commercials by categories
yeah.
and see what is currently running, what has run, what's been the most popular, and whatnot. So iSpot.tv is fantastic.
Yeah,
Okay.
and also, what a good teaching tool for my personal experience is, I transcribe the 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 commercial on the video, so that way I can just, put it on the script. I can just do some writing and put notes on how the person is talking, and not try to compare to like how I'm talking with compared to what the ad is talking, but just applying to what you're learning from what how they're speaking. And that's really helped me grow in voiceover to apply to what you learn from what you're hearing.
Okay. Awesome. No, for sure. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
All right. We'll go ahead and move it right along over to Alex.
Hey, that's one down. Okay. All right, so I guess that kind of brings up, what's your idea of wealth? A room with a view? Paddleboard races. Grandma always wins. Wood-fired pizza with extra bacon. Or the peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories for generations. With the right partners and a solid financial plan, your legacy can live on. Be okay financial. We go above, so you can go beyond.
Okay, opening it up.
I like it.
You
Uh,
sound very nice. Do you have a character?
Yes.
Who's your character?
So I am a version of me that actually connects to my family, and I am talking to my friend Josh because he wants kids and isn't dead inside yet. We're talking about his small business that he struggles to improve because he has no motivation. Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be the same. This is probably gonna be my thing for today. It's on those first three questions. Um, for what's your idea of wealth? That one I fuck with. Um, a room with a view. I think you're hitting the question aspect of it a little hard. I'm getting a room with a view. Like chill out.
Okay.
And for paddleboard races, Grandma always wins. I want a little bit of a turn there, because as is, it's just like paddleboard races. Paddleboard races. Grandma always wins. You know what I mean? Like it's just a thing there. So just a little bit of difference. I'm very tired. Um, so bear with me. Yeah, that's all from me.
All right, I think I can push that one farther than I did in my first take.
Tired Ellis is unhinged Ellis, apparently.
Oh, I mean, I'm always unhinged. I've never been hinged.
One thing I actually want you to try with this next one is breaking a rule. Emphasize your at the beginning. What's your idea of wealth? Make
Okay.
it personalized. Because again, what you're throwing out are suggestions. So what's your idea of wealth? And you're then suggesting some ideas of things that could be someone's thought of what wealth is. And then you finally hook them in with, or the peace of mind.
Yes. So I'm going to
Uh,
say, what's your idea of wealth?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And make sure that you don't just make yourself sound as pretty as possible.
Oh, yeah,
What's
yeah.
your idea of wealth?
Exactly.
there's a few words that I feel like you can put more color to it.
Okay.
So on the 2-4, the fifth line, or the peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great. So great. So how does great feel? It feels great. So great memories for generations. So yeah, put more color into great. And then for the last line, so be okay financial, we go above. So you can go beyond. It's because you're going above, going beyond. You know how the town how when I'm saying above and beyond?
I get what
Uh
you're going for.
yeah, so yeah, put those colors in those words because it'll make it pop.
I'm gonna disagree with you slightly. I'm gonna say if we are gonna emphasize anything a little heavier, I think it should be on memories a little more than great. Because the whole idea here is that memories are cool, but really, what are they worth relative for future generations? What are they really worth? So that's something to think about.
It's all about the money, baby. That's all we care about. Be okay financial. Leave money.
Yeah. And bacon.
Yes, money and bacon. Those are the things that we need to leave for future generations. Okay. Let's hear it. Whenever you're ready.
All right.
From the top.
Okay, man. We got to set some goals for you. So, first, let's just look. What's your idea of wealth? A room with a view? Paddleboard races. Grandma always wins. Wood-fired pizza with extra bacon. Or the peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories for generations. With the right partners and a solid financial plan, your legacy can live on. Be okay financial. We go above, so you can go beyond. I broke a bunch of rules there.
And you just broke another one. Okay.
And then
I like
Kill him.
baby.
Kill him now.
I took all of the comments that I got and I just turned them around. Like, no, let's make it worse instead of better.
Look, so
I thought
here's
the
the
hat
deal.
trick,
I was really hoping you were going to attack that very first half with confidence, because that's what we need. We need confidence from you, because each one of these is, again, you're throwing out a general idea. What does wealth look like to you? So approach this with some confidence. What's your idea of wealth? A room with a view. You know, paddleboard races, grandma always wins. What you did with that made it sound like you were really scared or unsure to even approach this situation.
Yeah.
Your conversation was kind of like, hey, I know you really hate talking about money, so let's talk about the one thing that you really hate talking about. And that was what we got from your approach.
I'd like to just jump into a new take.
Then do it. Just jump right in. Let's see what happens.
Do it.
What's your idea of wealth? A room with a view. Paddleboard races. Grandma always wins. Wood-fired pizza with extra bacon. Or the peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories for generations. With the right partners and a solid financial plan, your legacy can live on. Be okay financial. We go above, so you can go beyond.
Better.
Yes.
Better.
much stronger. I got a feeling that you had a reason for saying what you were saying this time.
That was all of the things that I meant to do last time.
Okay, I guess you just needed to get that other read out of your system.
Apparently.
One thing, though, that I want you to reapproach is the peace of mind. Uh, so much like when we were working on a practice earlier, by the way, if you're watching us on Twitch or on YouTube, we do actually do group auditions and stuff like that in here, and you can get feedback during them. But much like what happened earlier, you gave it sort of a strange kind of like mm, idea break right after just.
Oh, yeah.
So, or the peace of mind knowing you're not leaving, or you're leaving more than just great memories for generations. You kind of had like a little stumbliness at the very end. Just great memories for generations. I'd like for you to just to put all of that together on that particular line.
Yeah, that's something that I actually have a hard time with because I feel like just great and memories all deserve to have some emphasis.
Yeah,
Um,
do it. The thing
yeah.
is you. It seemed like you were afraid to go after that, so those kind of got broken apart, which you would
Okay.
do when emphasizing, but you didn't actually emphasize them.
Gotcha.
So just give me a retake of that sentence and give all of those the lift and the billboard the emphasis you feel they need.
Okay. Wood-fired pizza with extra bacon. Or the peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories for generations.
Yeah, I don't know why you didn't go with that initially. If that was your instinct, that was right on the money.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Opening it up, what did you guys think?
You spot on, honestly. Like I knew like there was some pullback on the couple of takes there, but the last take you did was you nailed it. So really
Awesome.
well
Thank
done.
you.
I guess you just needed to get the other one out of your system.
Sometimes
Yeah.
you gotta.
Yeah,
And I
yeah,
under
no,
and,
I get it.
and I can understand why you know you wanted emphasis on great memories. Like this is your like as somebody who is reading the script, everybody has different views of how they should be reading the script. And honestly, like when you read that last take, yeah, I thought it was really good. So
Excellent. I'm glad. Thank you.
All
All right.
right.
I'm okay moving on.
it right along to, instead of Andrew, because we had a last minute swap, it's Mateo now.
Sorry, it is late.
You should be sorry. You should be in bed right now.
Yeah, I know. But see, I'm following your advice.
My advice would be to go to bed.
I'm trying.
All
Yes,
right, all
but
right,
go
all right. Go.
first.
Read. Do the thing.
What's your ideal wealth? A room with a view? Paddleboard races? Grandma always wins? Or wood fire pizza with extra bacon? Or the peace of mind knowing you're living more than just memories for generations? Or the peace of mind knowing you're living more than just great memories for generations? With the right partners and a solid financial plan, your legacy can live on. Be okay financial. We go above so you can go beyond.
Okay. Opening it up. Thoughts?
I feel like the read could be a little bit like just a push back a little bit slower. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
it's a little bit rushed a little bit. Because I feel like, oh yeah, what's your ideal wealth? A room with a view. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really grasping what you're asking, if
Uh-huh.
that makes any sense. So yeah, if you
Yeah, yeah.
just just slow down just the read just a
Slow
little
down.
bit. Yeah, just slow down just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my thought right now. I'll chime
Process
in.
more. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
just process it a little bit more. Just grasp the words a little bit. Find those words. That's what I mean. There you go.
Yeah.
For me, the my biggest issue is on the second half, starting with the peace of mind. I need more empathy in there. I need to feel like you care about me and how I spend my money and what's happening to my grandkids.
Mm-hmm.
It felt
Okay.
almost like you didn't care.
Because I don't. Oh, okay.
Yes, but you need to
Uh,
pretend.
yeah. I need to. No. I need to spell truth. Okay. Anything else?
I've got some thoughts, but let's see what these directions do to your read first. Go for it.
Okay. What's your ideal wealth? A room with a view? Paddleball races. Grandma always wins. Wood-fired pizza? Oh, with extra bacon. Or the peace of mind knowing you're living more than just great memories for generations. With the right partners and a solid financial plan, your legacy can live on. Be okay financial. We go above so you can go beyond.
Okay. Opening it up. What about this one?
Why the
Can we change?
translation?
Can we
Sorry.
go a little bit above what you think is necessary? Because
Wow, you're
right
reading into
now,
my mind. Okay.
yeah, because right now, to me, this is just like one long sentence.
One long
So
sentence.
for that first bit, I want for the first bit the up to extra bacon.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to just like really, you know what I mean? Like this is fucking the greatest thing ever, man. Isn't this just what life is all about? These simple pleasures, like almost more than you think you need to.
Mm-hmm.
And then for the peace of mind, that's so deeply empathetic and caring and warm that like you're gonna melt, man.
Okay.
And this is the other instruction I gave to Caitlin.
Go ahead.
Smile. Put a smile on your face on those last lines.
On the last few. Okay.
Yeah, last few lines, because I'm not hearing the smile brightness in that read there. So yeah, smile on those last lines and give that a try.
Okay. Mike, you had something else?
So this particular spot is a series of suggestions, but one where the undertone is this is actually the right answer.
Mm-hmm.
So, a room with a view? Sure, that's nice. Yeah. Have an idea of like of what all of these are supposed to feel like. What your listener is supposed to respond to. A room with view? Yeah, that could be nice. Battleboard races. Grandma's always got it. Yeah, it's kind of old and stuffy. Wood-fired pizza? Extra bacon? Hey, food's nice. Or the peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories for generations. Ah, yes. That's the one I need to pay
That
attention
one.
to.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want me to throw away the former three a little more and go a little more ham on the latter?
Yeah, those are supposed to kind of be like, yeah, these are fun, these are kind of frivolous, but yeah, you could get something out of them. But this last one, this is the one you really got to think of.
So I could slow it down even more on the latter half, maybe.
Let's see. Yeah.
Okay. What's your ideal wealth? A room with a view? Paddleball races. Grandma always wins. Wood-fire pizza? Extra bacon? Or the peace of mind knowing you're living more than just great memories for generations? With the right partners and a solid financial plan, your legacy can live on. Be okay financial. We go above so you can go beyond.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for.
Nice.
What did you guys think? Disagree?
I agree.
This was very valid. I am rather tickled.
I am rather tickled. Goddamn.
On you. One sec.
Wow, it was so easy to broke you, Brian. God.
You did a good job.
Hey, thought it was fantastic. What
You
can I
did a great
say?
job. Yeah,
Yeah.
what Michael said. It's good.
Like,
You
can I make a
Sorry, I
comment?
can't turn it off. I'm just I try not to be silly, but it's just who I am.
It's just a silly man.
Ellis,
I'm
never
not
apologize
no
for being you.
no
Never
judgment at
Silly-
all.
apologize for being you.
Just be you.
Silly
You're
little
fine.
guy. Yeah, can I make a comment?
Hmm.
Knowing
you, Mateo, probably not.
Because I would belong?
No, because you'd probably be self-deprecating in some way, shape, or form.
No, no, no,
Perfect
no.
opportunity to skirt the
No,
rules.
no, no.
Okay.
Oh, so
got it.
I never break the rules,
Let's
sir.
hear it. Let's hear
sir.
it. Go ahead.
Excuse you. No, is that I was going because I noticed that nobody asked me, unlike the other attendants, if I had a character and what the scene was and everything. The reason why I was a little more throwaway, generally all the way through, and a little more quick, is because I was envisioning this at like a pub table over coffee. So like something very conversational. So like I am with a friend and his wife is like trying to get him to actually get interested in saving for the future, and he doesn't really want to know about it, but it's like just hear him out, and if he convinces you, if he gets to actually consider the future generations, maybe we will do something about it. But I didn't want to come in with an energy with like, oh, this is super, you have to do this, like it's super hard. So I wanted to be a little more carefree, I guess.
Okay. Well, again, the thing is you probably weren't asked that because, I mean, it was pretty clear that you had, some intention going into this. It was just it needed to be mildly tweaked.
Okay.
Yeah. Although, could you do us a big favor? Could you read that horrendous Google translation for us, please?
Oh shit! Okay. You want me to actually act it out?
Yeah, actually act it out in Italian. We'd love to hear it.
God, I can't fucking read it. Okay, give me a second. It's too small.
Okay,
Wait,
then copy it off onto something you can read it from.
Okay, let me a second. Oh my god, and I'm gone.
This is incredible.
This is going to be so cringe. Okay. God, I hate Italian. Qual è la tua idea di ricchezza? Una camera con vista? Gare di paddleboard. La nonna vince sempre. Pizza cotta a legna? O con pancetta extra? O la tranquillità di sapere che stai lasciando per generazioni molto più semplici ricordi? Translation sucks. Con i partner con i partner giusti con i giusti partner e un solido piano finanziario, la tua eredità può continuare a vivere. Bok. Fucking translation. Oh god. I can't.
You're almost there. Come on.
It's so hard. Bok sounds so fucking stupid. Bok finanziario. Andiamo sopra. Quindi puoi andare oltre. Jesus fucking Christ, I hate it. I wasn't expecting the, fucking Google Translate to be still so fucking bad at its job. It's so horrible.
That's so funny.
Ah, I'm burning.
Hey, I appreciate the balk. Thank you so much.
God damn it.
All right. We'll go ahead and move it along. Thank you for
torturing me.
We
Yeah.
really appreciate it. Andrew, you are now up. Go for it.
Yeah, I'm up. All right. What's your idea of wealth? A room with a view? Paddleboard races. Grandma still got it. Wood fire pizza. Extra bacon? or the peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories for generations. With the right partners and a solid financial plan, your legacy can live on. BOK Financials. We go above so you can go beyond.
Okay. What did you guys think?
The first question is, who are you and who are you talking to?
I have taken the approach of I am the grandpa, and I am talking with family, and basically my biggest regret in life is that I have not set aside money for financials. I won't be able to leave much to future generations, but my children, they can start setting up now for their children. And so this is like over dinner table, uh, on a vacation, and they're talking financial or finances.
Okay. I feel like me personally, if that's the role you're going with, I feel like that first part there needs to be a little bit more emotional depth to it, like, cuz you're getting to a very, you know, heavy part of the conversation, like, hey,
Mhm.
don't do what I did. Like, prepare yourselves and let's set this up well. So, yeah, kind of like Ellis said, if you're here experiencing at least a few of these, like, try to put yourself more in there and, like, gesture to them and everything, because again, those suggestions helped me. I didn't always put them into practice, but they did help me. So do something like that to put a little bit more emotionality within that, to set up the tee to knock it out of the park with that leave a legacy kind of thing.
All right. Anybody else?
For me, the wood-fired pizza extra bacon line just got lost. It didn't make sense to me wherever it was coming from.
Mhm.
But perhaps the biggest issue for me is I want a turn there when you go into the peace of mind, yada yada yada. That's where you show that you care, you know what you're
Mhm.
doing or what you should have done, and you want to make things right for whoever you're talking to.
All right.
Um, I want to listen to you do it one more time, in all honesty. The last part, I'm just picking on just the one section here. So, like the last line, be okay financial. We go above, so you can go beyond. I found that a little bit choppy, a little bit on that
All right.
last part. So you want to make that flow, make that flow. So, um, because yeah, it just the for to me the choppiness when you say it so you can go beyond, it feels
Mhm.
disconnected to what you're saying, if that makes any sense.
All right. All
Okay.
right. All right. Well, let's do that. What's your idea of wealth? A room with a view? Paddleboard races? Grandma's still got it. Wood fire pizza? Extra bacon? Or the peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories for generations? With the right partners and a solid financial plan, your legacy can live on. BOK Financials. Go above. BOK Financial. We go above so you can go beyond.
Okay. Andrew, who? So the person you're speaking to, what are they supposed to feel about what you're saying?
They are supposed to feel motivated to go do the thing.
Okay. So then, if you want to motivate somebody to do something that you're suggesting, how should you approach speaking with them? Do you want to what kind of atmosphere should you create with them?
More of a friendly environment, a
Friendly? Yep.
familial environment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, friendly, fun, approachable. You kind of want to take these big hefty ideas and bring them down to be more approachable, to bring more accessible. So you have a lot of solemnity in how you're saying these things. What's your idea of wealth? A room with a view? Paddleboard races. Grandma still got it. That almost seems like, hey, I have something that's like seriously important I need to talk to you about, but I'm going to joke around like just a hint. No. The serious should be the just the hint.
Oh, okay.
Right? Like the serious should come from like the weight of what you're saying. Again, that's really going to come through with or the peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories behind.
All right.
Great memories for generation. Like that's where a little bit more of that serious can come in. Where
Okay.
you're like,
All right.
this is yeah, sure. This is a little bit more of the weightiness to it.
All right.
Yeah, I have two notes on this. First one's a technical note. You went, or the peace of mind knowing, and you hit the or super, super hard. Don't. Throw it away.
All right.
And the second is an overall tone issue. The word I wrote down for this was sleepy. That's how it came across to me.
All right.
So dare I say more energy?
Ha! I was actually gonna ask if you're sleepy, Andrew, because that's how it came across to me as well.
No, but um, I'll try to not have so much of a chill vibe with this next read.
All right. Have the things that you're listing. Those are a combination of like the ideas there are they're valuable. They are treasured memories or they are luxuries.
Mhm.
So have that in mind. Think of each one as, ooh, that's a luxury that would stand out to me, or ooh, that's an experience that I want.
Mhm.
Have some passion for those, even though you're going to counter them.
All right.
Your delivery needs to grab my attention, and it didn't.
Okay. All right. So less conversational. Got it. Alrighty then. What's your idea of wealth? A room with a view? Paddleboard races. Grandma still got it. Wood fire pizza. Extra bacon. Or the or the peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories for generations. With the right partners and a solid financial plan, your legacy can live on. Be okay financial. We go above. Be okay financial. We go above so you can go beyond.
How was that?
I enjoyed the correction. I'm going to let
Mhm.
someone else decide if you went too far or not. But I do want to say, I didn't want to counter Leonard last time, without hearing how you would take the note. But I think that you should not throw away or. You shouldn't hit it. Don't slam it like you did before, but also
Mhm.
don't throw it away because that is the turning point in the script. That is like the word that changes where you're going in the script. So acknowledge it. Don't give it too much emphasis. Don't give it too little.
All
Um,
right.
I want to hear what other people thought of your first lines.
Good read overall. Just a little nitpicky on the last line here. We go above. Is it a question mark? You know what I mean? So you want to make sure you know what you're talking about. We go above. We go above. This is the answer, and then so you can go beyond. So yeah, just be mindful of where you're putting inflections on some
Mhm.
sections because like whenever you read like in a narration or whatever, you want to be clear with what you're saying. But no, yeah.
All right.
For me, it was a huge improvement. You lost the sleepy stuff, so good job on that. And the first half in particular, I thought was great.
All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so one more. Don't throw away the ore.
Alright.
All the way
And
through
better
to the end.
inflection on the end.
And then you can read Irish, right?
No, not Irish.
Okay.
I can read Scottish Gaelic.
Is this what we're
Although,
doing today?
Maybe.
Different
We'll see.
language? That'd be so fun.
although if you give me more Google Translate, it literally gives words that don't exist.
Perfect. Well, let's hear this next take.
All right. What's your idea of wealth? Room with a view? Paddleboard races. Grandma still got it. Wood fire pizza. Extra bacon. Or the peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories for generations. With the right partners and a solid financial plan, your legacy can live on. Be okay financial. We go above so you can go beyond.
Okay. You did carry the delivery all the way through. My one issue with it was the laughing that you added in, or the extra major changes that you made to your delivery. Where was that specifically? Paddleboard races, because it again you broke out of that more. There's a specific range that I was hoping to hear you maintain, and for the most part you stayed there, but you really broke out of it with that one.
Okay, all right.
But you've given us really good reads before, so I'm not gonna have you go through it again because this was just I wanted to see you put ore together, which you did. So I'm happy with
All
it.
right.
Anybody
Well,
else?
thank you.
Good job.
Okay, we got a solid good job. Cool. Leonard, you're up.
What's your idea of wealth? A room with a view? Paddleboard races. Grandma always wins. Wood-fired pizza. Extra bacon. Or the peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories for generations. With the right partners and a solid financial plan, your legacy can live on. Be okay financial. We go above so you can go beyond.
Okay, opening it up. What y'all think?
We get a little bit more space between paddleboard races and Grandma always wins.
Okay.
Because I mean, the whole thing there is that, you know, one of these things is just what it is, and then the other is kind of a reaction. Other than that, for that first bit, a little less haste. I'm getting that you just want to get to the very cool, rad commercial part. So slow down. Give me some more empathy. Care about your clients.
Anything else?
Who are you and who are you talking to?
I am an executive with this bank, or whatever the institution is, and I'm talking to essentially Grandma, a relative, and telling them about, hey, we can do this for you.
The second to last line felt mechanical to me. You said something along the lines of, with the right partners and a solid financial plan, your legacy can live on. That's how it came out to me.
Okay.
I would like to turn those mountains into molehills. As far as the tone, maybe cut down the space of that comma a tiny bit, de-emphasize your. Move that to legacy, if anything.
Okay.
Yeah, I did. I was actually thinking about that too. Thank you for mentioning that, Alex. Because no, yeah, get that flow going and just get that flow going. I words.
Go with the flow.
We're voice actors. We need other people to write words for us.
Be water.
And then we'll ad lib on top of them.
Exactly. All right, Leonard, whenever you're ready, let's hear it.
Yep. Your idea of wealth. A room with a view. Paddleboard races. Paddleboard races. Grandma always wins. Wood-fired pizza. Extra bacon. Or the peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories for generations. With the right partners and a solid financial plan, your legacy can live on. BOK Financial. We go above, so you can go beyond.
Okay. I like that one. A little different than what I would have
Yeah.
done, but you're a completely different actor than me, so perfect. I mean, it worked for you. That's what I'm going to say. I think you hit the emotional tone that we were kind of looking for from you really, really well. It wasn't too serious. It wasn't too jovial. It kind of straddled that line right down the middle.
It
Thank
was
you.
the Leonard Reed.
By definition.
Leonard Brand Reed. Any other thoughts?
Bring that. This. Moi.
Okay.
Moi? Is that what you said?
Then if this is moi, then we're good to go.
Oh, thank you.
All right, Brian, you're up.
Oh, I'm next. Okay. All right. Can I ask you something? What's your idea of wealth? A room with a view? Paddleboard races? Grandma still got it. Wood-fired pizza? Yeah, extra bacon. Or the peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories for generations. With the right partners and a solid financial plan, your legacy can live on. BOK Financial. We go above, so you can go beyond.
You definitely hit the note that you have been giving everyone. So the last line was delivered very well, in my opinion.
Okay.
You did the above, beyond. That was very nice. The first half of the script felt very disconnected to me, especially Grandma's Still Got It. Um, uh, that wasn't evoking any sort of like memories that you have when I was listening to it.
Ah, fair enough. Okay.
And then also, peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories. You were so excited to emphasize great memories that you almost dropped just. And just is
Ah.
actually an important word there.
Okay, I'm gonna try something else on the second take there then.
All right.
Anything else?
Who
Two
are
notes.
you and who are you talking to? Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
So who am I and who am I talking to? So I am basically talking to a relative of mine, going through some financial troubles and just explaining to them that this is what I've been using. This is the product that I've been using. Or I've been with BOK Financial for 10 years, and this is what I want to show you. And this is what great things they can help you with because they helped me. Sorry, Leonard, go ahead.
Two notes. First one's just a technical note.
Sure.
You were reading, and a solid financial plan, and hit the financial and not the plan.
Sure. So
Solid financial plan.
Okay.
And the second one is, I'd like a little more of a turn when you leave the extra bacon and go on to or the peace of mind, because the
Sorry.
second half has a different feel, or should have a different feel. And I
Oh,
didn't
were
quite
they
get that.
were they connected? Is that what I'm understanding?
Well, not really connected, but it had the same overall feeling to it.
Okay.
So
I think
like,
can you give me an
these are the fun
explanation?
things you can do in life, and this is what you should do.
Okay. Okay. All right then. Let's try that and pause there. Anybody else?
Something, but I'm gonna see if you take care of it in this read.
Okay, sure. All right, here we go. Let me ask you something. What's your idea of wealth? A room with a view? Paddleboard races? Grandma still got it. Wood-fired pizza? Mm-hmm. Extra bacon? Or the peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories for generations? With the right partners and a solid financial plan, your legacy can live on. Be okay financial. We go above, so you can go beyond.
Okay. Slow down just a hair for me.
Sorry, one more time?
Could you slow down just a hair for me?
Sure.
Because right now it's coming across as though, all right, got to get out of the booth. It's getting hot in here.
Fair enough. Okay.
As opposed to, and it also, if you're talking to a loved one about something that you're genuinely concerned about, uh, I, I now obviously I'm not you and you're not me, right? But I want you to try to kind of ease them into it and use that speed to that advantage, or use that slower pace technically to that advantage.
Okay.
Because you don't want to be like, hey, you know how great life is? Let's talk about something that's really going rough for you, buddy. You know what I mean? Like, slow down, ease them into it.
Okay. Anybody else? Oh, did I leave? Did I follow your direction there, Leonard? Financial, like a little bit on
Yes,
that?
you did. So
Okay.
good job on that. My only thing that jumped out at me there was at the very end, you had too much of a pause after "so you can go beyond." But that's just getting really nitpicky.
Oh, that's totally fine. Yeah. No, I decided to do that one just to see where that
Don't need to
goes. But
explain
yeah.
it. It was a bit much. That's all.
Understandable.
Okay, take it from the top again. Put it all
Okay.
together.
Nah, okay, fine. Okay. Yeah. Let me ask you something. What's your idea of wealth? A room with a view? Paddleboard races? Grandma always wins. Wood-fired pizza? Mm-hmm. Extra bacon? Or the peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories for generations? With the right partners and a solid financial plan, your legacy can live on. Be okay financial. We go above, so you can go beyond.
Yeah, that hit a lot of what I was listening for, personally. I
Okay.
think it really strung the entire. It strung a lot of positivity along with it, which is I think ultimately
Perfect.
what they're going for. Like these are supposed to be nice things that people are thinking of. This shouldn't be
Mhm.
like we got to sit down and chat. It should not ever have that kind of a feel to it because again,
Yeah.
these are supposed to be like warm, fuzzy. People often think positively about memories and food and having nice things and whatnot. So you're playing on a lot of that, and you strung along a lot of that positivity.
Ellis, did I slow down which like the
Oh,
direction you gave me?
absolutely. This
Okay.
I have no words. This makes me feel so good inside.
Thank you.
I got nothing. I'm happy.
As long as everyone's happy, I'm happy. I'm emotionally
Well,
damaged. No wait.
but the thing is you did it. You landed it. You did what you needed to do, and that's specifically what we were looking for.
Well, the thing that really helped me was that luxury spot that we did a couple of weeks ago, and it gave me
Hmm.
a different perspective of how I did my reads. And Harry Legg actually gave me a different application of what should do with my reads with imaging as well. So, yeah, no, thank you guys. I feel like what I'm doing is I'm making progress with what I'm doing. So,
Well, yeah, your practice and training is definitely paying off for you.
okay, awesome. No, I thank you. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. So let's go ahead and move this along over to Roddy.
Hey, what's your idea of wealth? A room with a view? Paddleboard races. Grandma always wins. Wood-fired pizza? Hmm, extra bacon. Or the peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories for generations. With the right partners and a solid financial plan, your legacy can live on. BOK Financial. We go above so you can go beyond.
All right, Roddy, tell me about who you are and who you're talking to.
Funny enough about that, I am an advisor that works at a bank, and I'm talking with a friend, and we are sitting on a lake, kind of like how
Are you sitting
like the
on
picture I
the
took.
lake itself?
No, on the shore of a lake. I sent a picture for reference because like a few weeks ago we were literally doing this.
Okay.
Yeah, like that, and we're just enjoying the view, sitting in silence, thinking about having a small little existential crisis, but we don't show it. We don't show it for the future.
Okay. Continue.
Yeah, and with that in mind, I talk with him about the future, how we can be better prepared,
Okay.
and the benefits of being better prepared.
Okay.
But yeah,
Roddy,
that's my headspace.
this is a very rare occasion that I will say this, but I think this is the one time we're really like way overthinking, like getting into all of that detail actually really helped your read. That was an
Yes.
incredibly solid first take of this because you had the experience of being by the lake and of approaching these sort of larger um, concepts in mind very clearly. It seemed like
Yeah.
I'm actually genuinely happy with that read. I think that was a solid one and done. Well, hang on. Don't solve it quite
Dang
yet.
it. Dang it.
That's just
Dang it.
my opinion.
Dang
Okay,
it.
we're gonna
Okay.
open it up to
Alright,
everybody else. What did you guys think? Did Roddy get away with it? Did Roddy steal the show, or do things need to get fixed?
Like you said, it was definitely a solid read. And I'm really not even trying to be funny with this, but you almost sounded a little vindictive about grandma always winning. I felt like there
Yeah.
needed to be a little more like playfulness there or something instead of like grandma always wins, like
Honestly,
mm.
honestly, I really liked how you put that approach on the grandma always wins part because it's like, are you jealous of grandma? Are you, that
Very
kind of thing?
much.
Like,
That's
no,
why I'm not telling grandma this advice right now.
yeah,
Exactly. That's what I'm telling
you're just kind of whispering it in a way that just makes it a little bit comical in a way. So no, I honestly,
I think
I
that it
like the read.
genuinely adds to it in
Yeah.
that like because it gives it this feeling of like all these things they're just facts of life, and grandma being grandma is
You know what?
also a fact of life.
Fair enough. I stand down. I stand down from denouncing the
Have you guys ever
genuine
seen
read here.
that
So
film from
here's the thing, though.
2013, Game Night?
Yeah, I mean, it clearly popped up in your mind for a reason. Like it was something that you noticed, and it was something that stuck out to you. I really liked it because it added an extra little flavor. I guarantee you that whoever would be casting this would hear something like that maybe a handful of times. And I think that could be a nice way to stick it out. Just to kind of add some
But not like
spice
overbearing.
to the read.
Not
Yeah,
overbearing. Good.
yeah. But would you want to hear it, Caitlin, with that like emphasis removed or with a different emphasis?
Nah. No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Unless Roddy, you feel up to it. I'm not formally requesting it, but if you want to rise to that challenge, you're welcome to. So balls in your court.
But it's looking more and more like this is a one and done, Roddy.
Not yet. I've yet to hear anything from a specific
Me?
person. Yes.
No, I got nothing.
Oh!
Nice.
All right. Well, Roddy, you could give
I
it one more read for fun, but I think you got it.
We'll do the alternate for the grandma one.
Okay.
We'll do the alternate
Go for it.
grandma one.
Go for it.
Hey, what's your idea of wealth? A room with a view? Paddleboard races. Grandma still got it. Wood-fired pizza? Extra bacon. Or the peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories for generations. With the right partner and a solid financial plan, your legacy can live on. BOK Financial. We go above so you can go beyond.
Terrible.
Yes.
Agreed.
So let me ask you something.
Yeah.
You're aware that you went with the grandma still got it this time, yes?
That's what I meant by the alternative.
You did. Okay, cool. I say that because that same sort of thing of like grandma always wins. That works with grandma always wins because grandma always wins suggests, well, no one else has ever won, right?
Mhm.
Grandma still got it with that emphasis implies, oh, bag. She should give up on that. She'd be in a box by now. So I would take that emphasis off of grandma still got it.
It wasn't intentional on that one. It was meant to be more
Roddy,
like
I had
when
no idea you were such a hatefully competitive
I'm
person.
sure it was. No, I'm not. But
I don't know how you don't know that by now.
But with that one, I genuinely I just want that one to be, bigger smile. This is a happy memory. And then you did the theater thing, mister. You got this solid financial plan and you just powered through. So
Yeah.
that's my other thing.
Yeah.
Stop it, you.
It
Stop that.
Get some.
I definitely felt it. I definitely felt
Yeah,
it.
but no, that's those are my only two things.
Man, do I need to crack down more on some of these rules? Y'all are breaking them left and right. We already had an energy. We have people commenting on their own reads. I mean,
I didn't say it.
this is just getting out of
Agreed
hand.
with my silly nonsense.
I just
But no, it
agreed.
wasn't from you. This
I
was from
didn't
earlier.
comment.
But
Yeah,
someone
next.
did earlier.
Yeah, I think we're good to move along. You,
Mhm.
you did fine that first time.
Mhm.
All right,
Nice.
Zach, you are up.
What's your idea of wealth? A room with a view? Paddleboard races? Grandma still got it. Wood fired pizza? Extra bacon. Or the peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just a great memories for generations. With the right partners and a solid financial plan, your legacy can live on. BOK Financial. We go above so you can go beyond.
Okay, let's hear it. What do you guys think?
The question of the hour, of course. Who are you and who are you talking to?
I am a financial planner talking with my client.
Okay.
Do you know their grandma?
I've met their grandma. Their grandma was referred to me.
Okay, and she's told you about how she always wins the paddleboard races. Gotcha.
She's the first one to mention it.
Okay, I like this referral system. You're already beefing up your reputation here.
What I got to do as a financial advisor, I got to build my book.
It sounds too disconnected.
Okay.
Your character's already just too disconnected with who you're talking to.
All right.
Yeah, they're just a client. They're another person who's walked in. Oh yes, hey, welcome to Buck Financial. Would you like to buy some chicken futures?
Those are called eggs.
Yes. Well, there's actually no. I think livestock futures is probably more accurate, but I'm not a financial dude. But you can be a financial planner, but you saw the name on your referral list. Like you saw this name on your referral list for who you're talking to, and you're like, oh, that kind of seems familiar. And it actually is. It's somebody that you knew from forever ago,
Okay.
and you were there. Like, their family would invite you out to the lake, and you would do paddleboard races, and Grandma would just be smoking y'all when you were trying. So I need to feel a little bit of history with the person that you're speaking to.
Okay.
Note is all the lines sounded the same. I want more flavor differences between a room with a view, paddleboard races, wood-fired pizza. Make them sound different somehow.
Okay.
I want you to de-emphasize the "your" in "your legacy."
Okay.
Smooth that out. They can carry equal weight.
Add some color words, like I said, mentioned to a few people. Great memories. We go above, so you can go beyond.
All right. What's your idea of wealth? A room with a view? Paddleboard races? Grandma's still got it. Wood-fired pizza? Extra bacon? Or the peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories for generations? With the right partners and a solid financial plan, your legacy can live on. BOK Financial. We go above so you can go beyond.
Okay. Much, much more improved, except for the or the peace of mind line.
Okay.
So one thing that I really want you to do, if possible, is keep just great memories together as much as possible. That's one
Okay.
concept.
Okay.
Or the peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories for generations.
Okay.
Because again,
So
the
just
idea is
smooth that all
for-
out.
Yeah. Smooth that out. Put that all together. I need to
Okay.
hear solid, cohesive ideas coming from you there. Because right now that's kind of just a jumble of words.
Okay.
So
sounds
if you
good.
want to lead into it with wood-fired pizza, go for it.
Mhm.
But I really need you to retake that line.
Okay.
You did a good job of making the things sound different, so thank you for that.
Mhm.
The only note I had was that you paused forever after the "or" the peace of mind.
Mhm.
It was too much.
Okay.
Also, one more note. We go above. Are you sure? Are we going above? We're going above, so you can go beyond. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
All right.
Wood-fired pizza? Extra bacon? Or the peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories for generations? With the right partners and a solid financial plan, your legacy can live on. BOK Financial. We go above so you can go beyond.
Okay. I've got some more thoughts on the or line. Other than that, though, what did you guys think of the rest of it? Good, medium, bad, changes?
How do you feel when you have extra bacon on your pizza?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too.
It's great. Fantastic.
Are you a bacon eater yourself?
I mean, I like it. I'm not going crazy for it, but I like bacon.
Okay.
I
What will
can
you
I
go crazy
can
for
be
on
a
a
bacon
pizza?
person for this.
I can
No,
be
no,
a
you don't-
bacon
you don't
person.
need-
I
I can
promise.
be a
Don't have
bacon
to.
person.
Well, what would be a like what would be something you'd actually want to have more of on a pizza? Pepperoni,
Yeah, I mean definitely pepperoni for sure.
pepperoni. Okay, well then
Okay.
Yeah.
it's pepperoni.
Okay.
Wood-fired pizza, extra pepperoni.
Okay.
All right, that same feel, put it onto bacon. I think
Sure.
you hit it better during your first time, so I think this is kind of just
Yeah.
a fun little retake. But
Yeah.
in for the or line, or the peace of mind knowing you hit your right there.
Mm-hmm.
Not hard, but you definitely hit it, and I think you hit it just enough to derail the rest of it.
Okay.
Or
That
the
was
peace
on
of mind. Yeah, knowing you're
Okay.
leaving more. More
Knowing you're
requires
leaving
more
more.
of your emphasis.
Okay.
And more than just great memories for generations. Because again, the implication
Okay.
there is money. You're leaving behind
Money.
money. Everybody likes money more
Ka-ching.
than they like you. So,
Yeah.
that's kind of the whole idea. It's unfortunately a backhanded insult, or sorry, a backhanded compliment. Or the peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories for generations, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, yes, you're going to be
Okay.
leaving great memories with people, but you're leaving more than just that. You're also leaving the dough, the moolah, the good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Sounds good. From Wood-Fired Pizza again?
Yes.
Okay. Wood-fired pizza, extra bacon. Or the peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories for generations. With the right partners and a solid financial plan, your legacy can live on. BOK Financial. We go above so you can go beyond.
Yeah.
I like
Yep.
that one.
Yep.
Really well done.
Yep. That was one for me.
Sick. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, that one had a lot more positive intention to it, which I feel really worked out for your read. So
Yeah,
good
that was
job.
good direction. Thank you.
Mm.
All right.
I
Now
have to
it's
get
Mike.
going, but I'm so sorry, Michael. I gotta go. But
That's
thank you
fine.
so much
You
for
got your own
today.
life. Go take care of it. Take it easy.
Yes, you guys have a good night. Thank
Tell
you.
Harry we said hi.
Bye.
He's not going to remember us, but tell Harry we said hi.
Absolutely, I will. All right, see ya.
Okay, here we go. So, what's your idea of wealth? A room with a view? Paddleboard races? Grandma still got it. Wood-fired pizza? Extra bacon? Or the peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories for generations? With the right partners and a solid financial plan, your legacy can live on. BOK Financial. We go above so you can go beyond.
Who
Can I
are
just
you and who are you talking to?
So I work for BOK Financial, and I've been invested with them for a long time because leaving behind something for future generations is actually really important to me. And I am talking to a friend of mine who also kind of has some concerns about the future.
I just want to say I felt the power of the smirk at the very end. The smirk came through and lifted that very last line in a very delightful way for me. Um, hmm. I feel like you don't have to bring it to like a really dramatic change, but I feel like the turn, the peace of mind, I feel like that could have a little bit more weight to it,
Okay.
especially if you're
Okay.
really worried about your friend. Like obviously, like or the piece of, it's not Oscar winning,
Or the
drama,
peace
but
of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories for generations.
but just some weight to that
Yeah.
injects a little bit of like, hey, I'm worried about you, buddy. Like let's
Okay.
get you set up.
Okay. Okay. Absolutely. I can do that. Any other thoughts?
Perfect. My one little thing for you
Mhm.
is the we go above.
We go above. Okay.
Yeah, and that one you could infuse a little more, I don't know, caring into it.
Okay.
Maybe it's just me and I'm ADHD and I might not have been paying attention, but um I I didn't notice a difference between the first half and then the second half, especially like after the extra bacon. I didn't feel the shift. Maybe that was just me. But
Okay. I can give that more of a shift, and I believe that was actually kind of pointed out too, that it kind of needs a little bit more something No problem. All right. Round 2, unless somebody else has anything. Round 2. So yeah, please tell me, what's your idea of wealth? A room with a view? Paddleboard races. Grandma's still got it. Wood-fired pizza. Extra bacon. With a peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories for generations. With the right partners and a solid financial plan, your legacy can live on. BOK Financial. We go above so you can go beyond. Okay, opening it up.
I know that we are afraid of overemphasizing the or in or the peace of mind. But that one word is a turning point in the script, and I think that you threw it away too much.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if I would have been able to find the right words, like especially in a truncated version of what Alex said. So I agree. I think that could be a good thing to experiment with.
Okay. Okay.
Wait, why are you scared of or? Why are we scared of or? Who's scared? Why are we scared? What's happening?
We don't
Because
want
it's
to
an or.
overemphasize or. We don't want to be like,
But why?
or the peace
But
of
why
mind.
not?
Well,
It's
just,
it's
okay,
so it's
so
a perfectly valid choice, but is the point. You just have to commit 100%. If that's where you want to execute the turn, then you just have to be in it to win it. You could just be like, or but I don't give a fuck. Like it doesn't. I feel like if you you just have to make the decision and go with it. It wasn't your choice, but I feel like don't fear words. Let's not be afraid of words. They're just on the page. They're not going to hurt us.
right, well, the idea is that normally emphasizing those kinds of bridge words is frowned upon with a
Like if
lot
you
of
were
commercial
doing a
stories.
list, maybe if
But
you were doing a
yeah,
list or
yeah,
something,
and
or like
most of the time,
and over again.
yeah, most of the time people will misuse the emphasis on ors and ands and the like. That's why it's generally started with try not to hit those. But yes, no,
So
I totally agree
it has
that
to make sense.
yes,
So we would
mhm,
agree that it has to make sense,
absolutely.
but I just wouldn't wholesale be like the or doesn't work for you. I mean, it's a word. You can make it do whatever you'd like. But that was just I got triggered. Okay, anyway, onward to the actual comment from Michael. There's a lot of humor in this script, actually, in my opinion. Maybe it's because I find everything in life very funny. But the paddleboard races, and you give it a bit of a smirk. I think your humor is very understated. I'd be very curious to hear how it would sound for you if you really played up the jokes a bit. And by jokes, I mean like, grandma always winning definitely is tongue in cheek. A
Mhm.
wood-fired pizza with extra bacon. You gave it a little bit of love, which I liked. You definitely gave it a subtle touch. I'd be curious if, what would happen to the read if you were kind of a
More expressive
wisecracking
with it.
banker. Yeah, if you had a little bit of a
Okay.
different personality, you were kind of more of a wisecracking banker who's, the family. Maybe you're a member of the family. You just happen to be a banker that works with
Okay.
BOK, and so grandma is your grandma too. And as for the turn, I agree with everyone in that the first read, it didn't really happen too much. In this read, it was more conscious, but your tone was the same. So I'd be curious if you do take on the wisecracking banker sort of persona. The first half can be quite a bit playful, in my view, and then the second is where you get very sincere, and so that allows you for a very different tone, rather than just like executing a shift for the commercial's sake.
Okay. All right. Let's play that up a little bit more then. Let's see. All right. So tell me, what's your idea of wealth? A room with a view? Paddleboard races. Grandma always wins. Wood-fired pizza? Extra bacon? Or the peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories for generations. With the right partners and a solid financial plan, your legacy can live on. BOK Financial. We go above so you can go beyond.
That was awesome. I'm sorry. I loved that.
No, that felt like much more dynamic. So great direction, Mike. I really liked that. And the or, Alex. I liked all of that.
Yeah, so what I'll say is I really liked it too. Obviously biased because it was premised on a
Yeah,
lot of what I mentioned.
it's your direction.
But I for everyone who's getting into commercials or thinking about taking commercials seriously and like evaluating scripts, I think oftentimes people get tricked by scripts and commercials because they think they're simple or they're straightforward. And what I'm beginning to learn is that there's a lot going on in almost every commercial script that's professionally written. Um, and so don't be afraid to play with all the stuff that's going on in the script, like you did here. There's 3 different sort of jokes. There's a turn, there's sincerity, there's the tagline. There's just so much happening, and you can make the read very, very interesting and very listenable if you take advantage of it all. And
Yeah.
so to me, in that read, you did. And it was still very you. Like you didn't go over the top with it because that's not you. You kind of internalized those ideas and you made them work for you. So I enjoyed that read quite a bit.
Yeah. The other thing is that you also got to consider who's going to really actually be interested in financial commercials and who's really going to be paying attention to those. But
Me.
But yeah, no, I mean, I agree that that commercial scripts are much more complex and have much more going on than many people think they do. And uh, yeah, no, thank you for the direction on this one. So let's go ahead and move it along over to Arrow.
That was really good. I don't know if I want to follow that. I'm breaking a rule. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah, you're already apologizing for your read. That's not what we want. We want you to just approach it. Go for it however you want to do it.
Okay. What's your idea of wealth? A room with a view. Paddleboard races. Grandma always wins. Oh, wood-fired pizza. Extra bacon. Or peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories for generations. With the right partners and a solid financial plan, your legacy can live on. Be okay financial. We go above so you can go beyond.
All right, opening it up. Thoughts?
Well, I love how bold you were with it. A very playful take, which I know it's finance, but who says finance has to be stodgy? It doesn't. I don't think that, as we
Me,
begin to
I say
appeal
that.
to different. Well, what do you mean? I mean, if you're serious,
I'm
a-okay. But
kidding.
if you're
I'm
just
kidding.
kidding,
I'm kidding.
I feel like the script can work for a younger generation. I mean, I think you're never too young to start thinking about your financial health, especially if you start a family young, like in your late 20s or mid 20s or whatever. So I love how playful you were with the read. Some small, I think, it just needs to be tamed a little bit. So like the what jumped out at me because you were really attacking that what. And I think you can just
Okay.
maybe it was a little bit of the a little bit of anxiousness coming out right there, but you settled into the read as it went on. Um, the other things were just laid on a little thick. So I think if you just bring a little bit more subtlety. So I love the laugh that you brought in. I enjoyed the instincts there, but I think they just need to be tamed a little bit.
Okay.
And then I like the shift as well. And I particularly enjoyed the tagline. It was a very sweet sounding tagline. And I think they would like an audience would like to be left with that, something a little warm and inviting. So that was solid. I think we just need to rein in a little bit. Oh, one other suggestion. Um, I've been hearing it a lot tonight, even though I haven't been in the chat. Sorry, everybody. But a lot of people are getting caught up in the fact that the script is written, a sentence and then a sentence and then a sentence and then a sentence. I think you can be served by ignoring some of that.
Okay.
So some of these ideas can be linked together and you don't necessarily have to stop at the end of, like, what's your idea of wealth? And then pause. A room with a view, pause. And then the next line, pause. I think you can streamline it a bit to just improve pace.
Okay.
Question.
My
What was
my
that
w-
yell for? What was the intention behind that?
Which line? Sorry.
A room with a view.
So, I guess I probably should have said this from the beginning. I kind of was doing it from the perspective of more than one character. So it's like a financial advisor is sitting down in front of a group of like a parent and maybe their children, or parents and maybe their children. And then as the person is speaking, each person, we're hearing their thoughts. So like one is like a room with a view. Another one is like paddleboard races. Another one is talking about pizza. So it was supposed to be from the perspective of more than one character, if that made sense.
It's a very interesting choice. What I will ask you to do, really lean into that, because right now, that's not coming across. This is coming across as one person who's just like doing a bunch of shit.
Okay.
So like
Okay.
genuinely, I will even say, get a little crazy with it.
Okay. Sure.
My
Because
my one
if you
note.
are going to do this from the perspective that these are all different people, we need to be able to tell that these are all different people. Because again, all we have is the sound right now.
Okay.
My one note is that the first couple lines came across as angry to me, so you
Okay.
need to tone that down a bit.
Okay. Anything else? Michael?
Nope. Let's hear it whenever you're ready.
What's your idea of wealth? Ah, a room with a view. Ah, paddleboard races. Grandma still got it. Oh, wood-fired pizza. Extra bacon. Or the peace of mind knowing you're leaving behind more than just great memories for generations. With the right partners and a solid financial plan, your legacy can live on. Be okay financial. Beyond.
Okay. I can again, I appreciate the choice and appreciate where it's going, but I really think it clashes with the fact that you immediately go into or the peace of mind. Because then
Okay.
suddenly like one person takes over, so you are a bunch of these other people, and then you kind of like as what the presenter kind of step in and like correct everybody, or I don't know. It feels like that clashes a little bit too much.
Okay, that makes sense.
I feel like it could work if you put a lot of emphasis on that line being the original person. But that means that you have to be really, really strong with your voice decisions for the 3 lines in between.
Okay.
I also think it's entirely possible that you could get cast from an interpretation like this, but the final product would definitely not end up that way. But you definitely stand out.
Do 2 takes. I'm with Alexander. I love it. I secretly love it. And I think you'd have to really spend time crafting each persona for those lines, and you have your narrator. But please do 2 takes if you're going to do that. Do one that's very classic and on the nose for what exactly they would expect to hear in the actual ad, and then do another where you just fuck with them and have a good time. And I love it. I really do. But yeah, it would it's not going to be what's on the commercial. There's no way, which would be so funny.
I could see
But
this being, like a film commercial, like an on-camera thing. This is typically not going to be a voiceover.
Well, that delivery typically wouldn't be a voiceover commercial.
Right, right.
So,
and if it
I'm gonna
was,
say
you'd
this.
have multiple actors.
Yeah,
I would
they'd hire
almost
multiple
assume.
people.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say this. Whatever the general emotions that your different characters were feeling, just assign those to yourself on each one of those lines. So your character is feeling those those ways about each one of those things.
Okay. All right.
So make this really personal to you. Have some fun with it. Go ahead, let loose a bit, but make it all one character.
And I will make a quick comment, is that I was kind of hesitant about doing it this way because I know it is a different interpretation. So
And that's
I do
fine.
appreciate the feedback.
Again,
Don't be
this
hesitant.
is
To have
this is the
opinions
perfect
as an
place to do
actor.
that.
It's valid. You should.
You should want to have the different take.
Yeah, don't apologize for it. That's exactly where you should be going for. But for this next one, just I want you to take those emotions and assign them to each one of those things and deliver them as whatever your main narrative character is going to be from the beginning and through to the end.
Okay. All right. What's your idea of wealth? Oh, a room with a view? Paddleboard races. Grandma always wins. Wood-fired pizza. With extra bacon. Or the peace of mind of knowing you're leaving more than just great memories for generations. With the right partners and a solid financial plan, your legacy can live on. Be okay financial. We go above so you can go beyond.
Okay, opening it up. What did you guys think of that?
I have the tiniest little technical note. You have a
Sure.
habit of letting your words drift into vocal fry. Be okay financial. That is great for occasional moments in time to to decide to do that, but also learn how to tie off your words a little better. Uh, I want to hear that last line with none of that drifting fry.
Okay. Be okay
So
financial. Oh, sorry.
no, that was
Sorry.
my fault. You take it now. I'll give the cam on afterward. My apologies.
Okay. Be okay financial. We go above. I did it. Hold on. Be okay financial. We go above. So you. My ADHD is kicking in. Sorry. One last time. Be okay financial. We go above so you can go beyond.
Okay. Mike.
So I was going. I was a little late on the comment because I was going to offer a brief counterpoint, which is I think it's great to have good control of your voice and understand how your voice behaves. But at the same token, I think it's just your natural way of speaking. And so at least that's the impression I get from hearing you talk. And so I'm hesitant to tell you to change it because I think a lot of what will make you money in this industry is just kind of your natural way of talking. So I think if that, it just happens to be your manner of speech. So I would embrace it. I would enjoy it. And it didn't bother me. But I understand what Alex is saying or Alexander is saying. You do want to be aware and have control and understand your instrument so you can manipulate it as you see fit. So I think it's a good exercise. For overall commentary, I think that you have a really nice take on the script. Very playful, very lively. The only small thing I would say is, again, it has to be tamed a little bit. A lot of your words are given a little bit of extra emphasis, a little bit too hard. You're hitting a little too hard with the hammer. And I think you can just allow it to be a little more thrown away. Conversational is very in right now. And I think that can mean different things to different people. But a lot of times what it means is just, it's kind of coming off the way it comes off. You're almost semi-distracted. And again, not saying that I want you to be distracted for this script, but that in the way that you talk to a normal person in real life, you're not necessarily hitting words really hard just because they're important. It just rolls off the tongue a bit. So once you tame that, all the instincts are there, in my opinion. I really enjoyed it.
A couple of specific notes. If you're going to do another take, I'd like for you to lay off of the extra mouth noises on wood-fired pizza, extra bacon. You gave that.
Okay.
You gave that to us a couple times. I want to hear what you can do without adding that in. And again, or the peace of mind. That sentence really needs to be cleaned up. It felt really choppy. Or the peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories for generations. So, again, the concept behind that sentence is, it's not just your experiences with everybody else that you're going to be leaving behind. It's also your financial decisions, and that's what's really important here.
I got you. Okay. Thank you. What's your idea of wealth? A room with a view. Paddleboard races. Grandma always wins. Wood-fired pizza. Extra bacon. Or the peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories for generations. With the right partners and a solid financial plan, your legacy can live on. BOK Financial. We go above so you can go beyond.
You see, I like that. I like that. I think that was probably your best take so far.
Thank you.
Any thoughts? Input? Feedback? Changes? Anything at all?
I think that you're going in the opposite direction where you're not treating a room with a view as a question enough, but that can wait. That's for later. I think
Question marks are
I
optional
think we
in
have
this
some solid
group.
takes.
All question marks are optional.
Totally agree.
I just want to say that you generally have a very, very pleasant voice, by the way. Just generally speaking. I know that speaks nothing to the direction of this take or anything, but just wanted to throw that compliment out there.
Thank you.
But I like where this has gone so far, and I'm happy with moving it along, unless anybody wants to
Yeah.
do something different. Okay,
Next.
well, it looks like
Thank you
everybody
guys
has
so much.
spoken whatever piece they had, so let's move it right along. Ellis, you are up.
Let's see if my PC's ready now. Testing, 1, 2. Can you hear me?
We can actually hear you this time.
Okay, cool. Here we go. What's your idea of wealth? A room with a view? Paddleboard races? Hey, grandma always wins. Wood-fired pizza? Extra bacon? Or peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories for generations. With the right partners and a solid financial plan, your legacy can live on. BOK Financial. We go above so you can go beyond.
So, Ellis, safe read, very safe. Solid, good. Didn't have much of your personality in it, though.
What was the decision behind extra bacon? What you did with it?
We're in a pizza shop. I'm ordering extra bacon.
Oh, just like shouting it out, like, hey,
Yeah,
hey, give
extra
it
bacon.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
My comment would be on the peace of mind knowing some of that felt a little unsure. And I feel like those definitely need to feel more reassuring. You know what I mean? Like you strongly believe in those things. And it felt like some of the confidence dropped out in those lines. And so just kick that up some more because again, you're trying to tell them this really important information that you believe in and are advocating for. So bring some more confidence to those lines.
Two
To
notes
echo
for
that,
me.
sorry, go ahead, Leonard.
Yeah. Okay. 2 notes for me. The room with a view, paddleboard races, wood-fired pizza. They all sounded a little too much the same. Deliver them a little differently.
Yeah.
And secondly, I'd like you to go slower.
All right.
To second what Caitlin said, so the turn here is going to be. I enjoyed the first half. I think you can differentiate each individual scene because I'm guessing you're bopping around literally from place to place. It sounds like is what you're trying to achieve, right? Yeah. So then they have to be quite
Yeah.
distinct. So I would lean into that, and then on the turn, you really have to go full bore into the sincerity part because you have a lot of natural humor to you. I think that comes from your acting background and experience. But then the second half of this has to be where we really drive home the sale, which is, and I don't mean to sound salesy, but I mean like this is the problem you're trying to address now.
I
It's
feel
kind
ya,
of
I
introduced a
feel ya.
little bit late. And so the sincerity has to be really connected, really there. You're really genuinely trying to help. Um, and then you're closing them out.
Okay. God damn it. I really didn't want to have to do this, man. Okay. Do this. What's your idea of wealth? A room with a view? Paddleboard races? Grandma always wins. Wood-fired pizza? Extra bacon? Or the peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories for generations? With the right partners and a solid financial plan, your legacy can live on. Be okay financial. We go above, so you can go beyond.
Paddleboard races needs to be more of like an idea that just popped into your head. Paddleboard races.
Okay.
Right? Don't ask it as a question. Make it a
Yeah.
suggestion.
Oh, okay. Thought. I have a thought. Bet. Neurons firing.
That's my one thing. I think the rest of it was fine, personally.
Maybe I'm hearing ghosts or something. Is there something going on in the room that's making you stop to catch your breath, or you're like holding your breath or doing something? Is there, or am I making this up in my brain?
I don't feel that I am, but I'm kind of in the thing. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe.
For some reason, I'm getting a shortness of breath. I don't know why. Maybe it's just, again, could be the ghosts in my brain. But
Yeah,
I like that
think it
you're
is because
okay.
it's not something that way to me.
Okay, got it. So so maybe it's cutting out on Zoom, and that's what's what's happening, because I'm
Maybe.
hearing a
Yeah,
lot of
no.
things drop out.
Any sort of online service just wants me dead, man. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's probably just me. So then ignore that. Totally inconsequential, irrelevant. I like your pizza scene the best, but again, if you're gonna do 3 different scenes,
Mhm.
the room with the view,
Right.
you know, I it's not my decision to tell you how to distinguish the 3. All I know is that for the scenes, the pizza one you're most connected to. Like, you're
Okay.
calling out for pizza, I love it. Try to achieve that same level of engagement with the first 2, no matter the scenes you choose.
All right. We'll figure it out. Fuck it, we ball. What's your idea of wealth? A room with a view? Paddleboard races? Ah, Grandma always wins. Wood-fired pizza? Extra bacon? Or the peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories for generations? With the right partners and a solid financial plan, your legacy can live on. Be okay financial. We go above, so you can go beyond.
I'm gonna make this call here just so that we can shorten things up.
Yep.
The last 2 lines you do not need to retake. You've been doing those flawlessly every single time. I don't think anybody's ever given you a comment on those. I really like the
Okay.
way that you're ending off your scenes. Really, really good. So
Okay.
let's ignore those last 2 lines for now.
Last 2 being
With the right partners and be okay
okay.
financial.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
those
I have to
we're
ask because
good.
my brain, it's a little small and smooth. So thanks
Can you,
for
and
clarifying.
stop making those comments, man. Please, please stop demeaning yourself. We don't need you don't need that from you.
It's a clinical condition, Michael.
Be
How
your
dare
best
you?
friend. Be your best friend.
Oh, I am my best friend. That's why I know so much about me.
That's why I've got all the dirt on me.
Yeah.
So the thing is you gave the previous lines, the what's your idea of wealth, room with view, all those stuff. You gave those a lot of intention, but the or felt like it's just, I mean, come on, it's just a good idea. or the peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories for generations. You really derailed yourself there, I feel,
Mhm.
in terms of your emotional engagement. Because right
Yeah.
there, that's when you should be like, or the peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories. Because again, that's where the real sincerity comes up. Because
Oh, yeah.
you won't be here one day, but these decisions that you make right now will, and they will carry your family forward. That's valuable. That's something you should
Yeah,
pay
yeah.
attention to. So
Mhm.
it should be really, it should be kind of positive, or not kind of, it should be a lot more positive than
Okay.
what you gave it this last time, at least. So
Okay.
it's really just that line. I love what you've done with the rest of it, but that or really, really needs that love, and like, this is really, really good. You're leaving behind incredible things for your future.
Okay. Go through it one more time and just go through stop at generations.
Yes.
Okay. What's your idea of wealth? A room with a view? Paddleboard races? Grandma always wins. Wood-fired pizza? Extra bacon? Or the peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just... Or the peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories for generations.
I want you to try something. All right.
Yep.
I'm just gonna go give you something to try. Let's see if it really fixes it. Let or hang for a moment. Or the
Okay.
peace of mind. Like, of course, I over exaggerated it. But
No,
let
I feel it.
or hang for a moment and then really give it that sincerity. That you're leaving behind more than just great
Oh.
memories for generations.
Mhm.
Play with it. Really bring us like hug your hug who you're talking to.
What's your idea of wealth? A room with a view? Paddleboard races? Grandma always wins. Wood-fired pizza? Extra bacon? Or the peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories for generations?
Okay. Ellis, I'm being really, really hard on you because I know you can take it,
I
and you've
deserve
asked me for
this.
this before.
I do.
Okay.
I need this.
So what you're doing something really interesting with your tone, or the peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories for generations. You're starting off going down low and then coming back up, ending off on an up note. The sincerity usually is finished with a down note. So what I want you to
Oh,
do
okay.
is lift it and then go down. Or
Okay.
the peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories for generations.
Okay.
Do you see the difference there? That's what I want to hear
Yep.
from you. I want to hear you, I don't like getting line reading normally, but I want to hear you do this, and I want to see if if you can make it your own.
Okay. Still from the top, or do you just want
Still
this
from
one?
the top. Still from the
Okay.
top, because I think it's giving you a good lead in.
Okay. What's your idea of wealth? A room with a view? Paddleboard races? Grandma always wins. Wood-fired pizza? Extra bacon? Or the peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories for generations?
Okay. That wasn't as much of a lift as I was listening for, but you didn't repeat what you did previously. Um, I preferred this read to your previous ones. I'm not quite sure that you hit the emotional space quite yet, but in my opinion, it's an improvement.
I can still do better.
My wish for these reads is less frenetic, more thoughtful.
Okay.
So just do wood-fired pizza and then use that as your lead-in. Or, and again, now you're sort of like, focus in. In fact, I would say if you really want like a springboard, peace of mind should go high up. Or the peace of mind.
I'm in my throat. Wood-fired pizza, extra bacon, or the peace of mind knowing you're leaving more than just great memories for generations.
Yeah, that's more of it. That felt a lot. That felt kinder. Again, it's a slight change, but I feel that worked better for you. Then again, I've been a stick in the mud about this whole thing this whole time. What do you guys think? Please input.
I agree with you, Mike. I do agree. I think that was the best take because you incorporated a little bit of all the feedback and kind of you took direction well.
That do be my strong suit. Thank you.
I'll say that I love the ideas behind a lot of what you're doing. And again, not to belabor it, the execution, I think you chose a very technically difficult move, with making 3 separate scenes. And then you have to execute the transitions quickly in your mind and they have to be distinct. So I think the choice is grand. I'm fully supportive, but it might need a little refinement to execute them to the level that I think you want. Not to say that has to
Totally
happen
agree.
tonight, but for you to
You
do
know
in the
what I do.
future. Well, I
I mean,
mean,
not in
whatever.
here, obviously, but
Stay up late, brother. Yeah, do your thing.
yeah, no.
But
I'm all about that
um,
zero accountability life, baby.
yeah, and but I like the idea a lot. I think it's a bold idea. I think it's a very fun idea. I also think it's a difficult one, and so you just have to be, it's you got to get gutsy. So I'm down with it, but
Yeah,
just
no.
be aware.
Gotta get good. I feel you. Gonna grind.
Well, we can grind off stream because we're almost an hour over.
Oh gosh.
So we're gonna go ahead and call it for the stream for now. If you are watching this later, you know where all the stuff is. Click the things down below, say hi, join us over here. On top of that, we would also really, really like to thank those who are supporting us on Coffee. Again, we have some fun stuff in the works, and you guys are making it all possible. Thank you so much. But for now, we will see you later. We'll see you on Saturday. And if you have any thoughts, please let us know. Otherwise, take it easy, everybody.